it's really macro versus micro thinking. And unfortunately, one of the things that we all have to reprogram from ourselves because of society is you got to stop thinking about life like a consumer. Think about it like a creator, an entrepreneur, someone who produces something, like you said, produces value for the market. You can't just be a customer.
Yeah, and I know we were talking about this the other day about Ray Kroc.
Right.
So Ray Kroc, the owner of McDonald's, one day he was giving a speech. You know, McDonald's is McDonald's, and someone who didn't know him, he says, someone asked him, "What business are you in?" He goes, "I'm in the business of real estate." And someone in the crowd spoke up and said, "What are you talking about? You're in the business of hamburgers." He goes, No. That's my job. My business is real estate." And a lot of people don't know that McDonald's holds the most amount of real estate in the world after the Catholic Church.
And if you didn't know exactly how they run their real estate empire, it's ultimately like this. They buy the land that then every McDonald's franchisee basically then leases it out from the McDonald's corporation. So every month they're guaranteed that infusion of cash on top of the franchising fee, on top of the product cost fees, and they're just raking in money.
Yeah, so if you sell 0 hamburgers in 1 month, you still pay the rent and they're still making money, because if you leave, if you destroy McDonald's, I don't know how that's even possible. However,
there's ways to destroy McDonald's.
They're still making the rent. They'll bring someone in. McDonald's, I believe, has about a 2-year wait list to open one of the franchises.
It's like $1 million liquid.
$1 million just to open one right now.
Yeah, liquid.
Wow.
Yeah.
You open a McDonald's, 1 or 2, you're good. Now, for someone who wants to get into franchising, I would suggest something on the lower end, like a Subway.
Right.
I believe a Subway is only about 60,000 or so to get in.
And they actually, yes.
They are becoming oversaturated.
They're the most franchised business actually ever. So there's more Subways than any other franchise out there. You know, personally, I think Taco Bell's a better idea for a franchise, but that's just me.
Yeah, I mean, right? if you're not that liqued, it's a good starting point.
Yeah. Also, I just like the food sometimes. Don't tell my mom.
4 a.m., right?
Hey, at the late night meal, man, everybody needs that, right?
Everyone needs that. Taco Bell's always open. They know their demographics.
Yeah, absolutely.
And could you tell everyone how important demographics are? I feel like people their brain kind of switches off when they hear all these marketing terms like, oh, demographics, figure out your niche, your niche, whatever. Like, I'm fatigued about hearing about it. But could you please break down how important and pivotal it is? Because it could be like a mentor telling you you're wasting your time.
So people come up to us with ideas every day. I have this idea or this product and it is brilliant. And the first thing we go is like, cool, yeah, we want to hear more about it. And then we ask them, because, you know, as experts, you have to kind of like ask, like, hey, what are you doing, right? Like, who's this meant for? And the answer that they always give us is everybody. This product is for everybody. And Fabian and I sit there and like, we'll look at each other and
we know it's coming,
and we'll just laugh, like, internally, because like we don't want to be rude.
Not making fun of them, because as I was saying, they're not marketers.
It's everybody's answer. It's everybody's answer, because to their justification, like, you know, yes, this product in most cases will be great for everybody, but you need to be very hyper specific about the branding, the needs to serve value to the specific demographic that you really need to cater towards. You know, I may create a product for 35 to 55-year-old men. I'm not going to take that same branding and position and go around to and deliver that same message and product to a 15 to 26-year-old girl. It's not the same market. They think differently. So the messages have to be completely different, but the product can potentially be the same. So you do have to be very specific, hyper specific in most cases, and all that information is available on Google.
Yeah. When it comes to analytics and targeting and stuff, the reason why people hear it so much is because it works, right? One of the terms you hear most often overused is your net worth. Your network is your net worth. I mean, yeah, it is trite and cliche, but there's a reason why everyone says it, all right? Because it works. So with targeting, again, we're not perfect. We don't have a crystal ball. We don't know who's going to buy our stuff or who's going to like it. A lot of times, you know, we think that we know exactly who's going to like or click on an ad, and it's the complete opposite. So we don't know. So analytics and data is where you find out who actually likes what you have, right? If you're trying to push your product down their throats and they're not receptive of it, there's no reason to keep going with that. Just try a different product or try a different market. And you may not like analytics and data. I know I don't, but it's one of the backbones of figuring out whether my business is going to succeed. So one thing that we do for businesses is like market research and business plans, right?
Because it would be so irresponsible to like go and say, yeah, we can bring you customers, or hey, this is what you should be doing. If you don't know, if you haven't done the competitive research, if you haven't done the market analysis, if you haven't done the keyword research, if you haven't looked at the specific trends, any news that's happening on those things, it'd be irresponsible. So you have to have, one, integrity, but then two, you have to just be educated and know what you're actually going to be doing. Because if not, you're just throwing something against the wall and hoping it sticks, and that's not going to work. So being hyper specific based off data and research allow you to make, I don't want to say emotionless actions, but it allows you to take emotion out and just really do well with straight logic and data.
Yeah, another way to look at that is from the marketing side. If you're out there listening to this and you're like, I want to hire some marketers to help me with my product, again, this goes back to the whole, you'd have to have a filter, right? We don't pick up anyone's contract as a client until we do market research and we do a business plan. Number one is because we have integrity. So and we have clients offer us a lot of money can you please just help me? Like, I know you guys are good. We say, wait, we want to see if this is actually going to be beneficial to you or not. So spend a little money up front to save yourself a lot of money on the back end. So if you're looking for a marketing company or any kind of marketers and they offer you the world and they tell you they're going to get you tons of clients, use that as a cautionary tale. Trust your gut and saying, why are they trying to sell me the world? When in reality, what they should be doing is, oh, okay, let's do our homework first. Just like you're not going to get a boyfriend before you meet them. You're going to go on a few dates with them, see if they fit. And then if it's, if it makes sense for both of you, move forward. So yeah, just listen to your gut.
You couldn't have said it better. It's about longevity. Like at the end of the day, yeah, I can make a quick, I can make some quick money by accepting every client that comes through the door, but I'm not interested in the quick money. I'm interested in compound interest, right? I'm interested in us building a relationship and really growing a business out together. But if there's no vision, there's no understanding, there's no transparency, we're not going to be in business together for a long time. And how does that really help me? It's about helping you, but let me help you do that. So that's why most people need that, or everybody really needs that info in the beginning, so then they can scale properly. You see a bunch of gurus saying, I'll take you from here to here, and in no time you'll be a billionaire by the time you're 27. And it's like, there's a gut feeling there that says that's wrong, because it's not.
Just pay me $5,000 and I'll show you how to do it.
Right? And I'll be the first one to say I have blown money on that, right? But it's the cautionary tale that like you have to say something, because like getting screwed does not feel good. It doesn't feel good, but like it also, I could have taken that money, put it towards something, and due to compound interest, it would be worth dramatically worth more money than it is just sitting in someone else's bank account. Hopefully they're getting compound interest on it though, right? Like that's at least I hope, right? So it is that cautionary tale. Yeah.
Yeah, that makes a lot of sense. And unfortunately, people don't, let's say, read the warning signs. They're doing the California stop signs. They're just not paying attention.
Yeah, 100%. It's again, it's just, you have a dream and that's great, but make sure you take steps to that dream, not just try to run and sprint all the way down to the finish line, because it's not going to work. You're not going to get there. You're going to trip. You're going to fall over. It's like anything in life. One of the biggest things that people always say, especially older people, right? And if everyone who's old says the same things, then it's probably right. And they say, what's the secret to, old age, or what's the secret to, they say, do everything in moderation, right? Get rich quick scheme, those schemes, they don't work. All those businesses that are going to get you quick in 30 days from rags to riches, it's not going to work. It may work for 1%, and that's the story they're telling. But for 99% of people, it just doesn't work like that. You got to make mistakes. Just take your time and let it happen and learn and enjoy from it. like enjoy the experience.
To Fabian's point, it's building blocks, right? It's building a foundation, building different steps, building a funnel, building some way to receive customers, some way to service those customers, finding a way to fulfill your services and doing exactly what you said, so then they stay as customers, so then you can provide them more value in the future. And if you really don't provide that, you have a get-rich-quick scheme that doesn't create longevity. There's no business there. So, it's about systemizing and creating a foundation first to then really start running and start growing.